I came here with chronic back and neck pain, which I've had for probably 4 or 5 years, when it's kind of progressively gotten worse and worse. It started when I got a job that was sitting a lot and just kind of made me really unhappy, and I couldn't get rid of it, and I saw every chiropractor and doctor and physio, and I'd get it sorted for a little bit and it would just come straight back again. It would get so locked up to the point if I sat for long periods, I wouldn't be able to bend my head forward or look to the side without sort of turning the whole body. The whole shoulders and the back right down to my hips would lock up. It was just painful to the point I would come home from work and cry a lot of the time, and I would just lie on the lounge room floor and look at the ceiling because that was the only place that I was comfortable in, because it hurt too much just to sit up. So I was a little worried about the stuff. I'm thinking, how am I going to sit for long periods during the sessions, because it's a long time, and then you've got to sit during meditations, and how am I going to sit for long periods? I was worried about that. I coped okay, and then I was really lucky. Lise came up and told me that I was going to be one of the first healies on the first day, so I was a bit nervous. I'd seen all sorts of weird things going on with different people around the room, and I was a bit like, oh no, am I going to... I said to Lise, I'm a little bit nervous, and she assured me it was going to be just fine. So I kind of tried to stay in the zone. It was hard. I felt like I was a bit in and out while I was waiting for the people to come in, for all the participants to come in. They came in and I was trying to get out of my head and was feeling a bit emotional because I'd done the pole jump that morning, and I'd managed to do it, which I was really surprised at. Had a really great moment doing that, and so I was really emotional to begin with and didn't quite know what to expect, didn't know what to feel. I was sort of lying with my head on a pillow, and I just thought, okay, just let it go, just see what happens. I said, you don't have to do anything. Dr. Jones said, you don't have to do anything. So I said, okay, I won't do anything. And as I was lying there, I felt my head start to turn on the pillow. So the pain was always sort of really down the right shoulder. So turning that way was always really hard, and looking down. But I felt my head, it started to turn really, really super slowly. And first I thought my head was slipping off the pillow. And when I tried to sort of move it back, I couldn't move it back. And instead it just kept turning. And then I realized, oh, my head is actually, it was like it was being turned. It's like someone had it and they were sort of really gently rotating it, and it just kept turning and turning really, really like super slowly. And I'm just not a patient person, so it was really slowly, and I was just kind of thinking, what is going on? Why is my head turning? I can't turn my neck. This will hurt. And it just kept turning, and it turned so much to the point that I had the thought of like, oh my God, I feel like this is an exorcism. Like the girl with her head that spins. And I thought, when's it going to go? And then I just said, no, just stop. Let's let it go. Let it go. And it turned, and it just kept turning till I felt like I was almost face down in the pillow, but still on my back. So the side that was really stiff and sore was kind of exposed. And I can't say I really saw like shooting stars or flashing lights or anything, but it was a lot of warmth, a lot of energy. My hands were tingling, my heart was beating. I thought everyone must be able to hear my heart. And my head just kind of stayed in that position for the whole time. And then halfway through, and then one arm started to lift up. And I was like, okay, now what's going on? Why is my arm lifting up? And I tried to put it back down, and it wouldn't go. I thought, okay, I'm stuck with my arm up. And then the other arm came up, and then they both came up, and it was so slowly, really, really slowly, until they both just kind of landed on my heart. And right after they landed on my heart, that's when Dr. Joe told everybody to put their hands on their heart, and I thought, oh, I beat you to the mark. And then when I got up at the end, and I saw everyone that was around me, and I was just in shock, and I was like, how did you turn my head? And they were like, what are you talking about? We had our eyes closed, we didn't see anything. And I said, my head turned. I said, my head turned and I couldn't stop it turning. And I said, you guys must have turned it. I don't know, how did you do that? And it was such a great moment, and they were so grateful, which just kind of blew me away. I was so grateful because I got up and I thought, I turned my head and I was like, that doesn't hurt. I had no pain at all. I was bending my head just every direction I could put it in just to try it out. And But the reaction back from the people around me, one of them, she hugged me and she was like, thank you, that was the greatest gift. And I'm like, hang on, like, really? Really? I thought it was me here, but whatever happened, it went back the other way.